Howdy guys, Cub here. Welcome back to Hermitcraft. Last time we fought the dragon alongside Good Times with Scar. That's how we got this dragon head. We also got the Elytra, so we can now fly on this server, although we don't have mending or unbreaking on this. Speaking of which, I wonder, do I have any books with unbreaking on it? No, I don't. So we need to get unbreaking and mending on this Elytra as soon as possible. It might also be beneficial to get another Elytra or two in the near future, just because, yeah, we want to have a backup in case that one gets destroyed somehow. Anyway, I think today what we're going to do is we are going to work on our Hay Coral shop, the coral shop we have in the shopping district. First thing we need to do, we need to grab an ender chest and we need to go gather some sand. So I'm going to go attempt to find Joe Hill's tunnel through the nether to the mining, sand, and desert biome. And then we're going to gather some sand there. By the way, a pack of wild dogs showed up, so I decided to tame them. So we got three dogs here, so that's fantastic as well. So, yeah, that's great. Anyways, let's go ahead and head on through the nether. We're going to go gather some sand, and hopefully we can find the path through here. Alright, let's see. This looks like a Joe Hill's path right here. Some quartz and some red sand and some terracotta. This must be it, I'm assuming. He said he did use glazed terracotta for part of it, so if we see glazed terracotta, we'll know we're on the right track. But this should go all the way out to the mining mesa far in the east side of the world. But yeah, this looks like it's the path. So I'm going to follow this all the way down here and see if we can reach the end. Alright, we're still walking down the pathway that Joe Hill's made. This is the right pathway, I believe. He's also illuminated it with fire, which is a great choice, I have to say. And looks like this last part here is protected all the way up to the portal. Go through like a little glass tube. And then through here. So this is going to be the mining district. And looks like... oh wow, we have... hang on. This is an elevator up to the top, so we can... oh, this is so if we have an Elytra, we can... we can fly down from here. We can glide down from here. Let's do it. Let's do just that. Let's grab our Elytra. Put this on for the moment. We'll grab our ender chest back, and let's just fly on off this way. Yeah, nice. So this is the whole mining desert, mining mesa area. So this is where we're going to get our terracotta, and where we're going to get our sand and things like that. So that's fantastic. Let's go ahead, and I think here we want to probably start just mining right outside the portal, I would guess. Let's see what this sign says here. Yep, Hermitcraft Community Mining Area. Okay, so we're in the right spot. Also, there's fire for some reason. Oh, and it's a kelp. It's a kelp plant. Ha! That's awesome. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start to collect some sand here. Seems like there's a very high density of cacti in this area. I'm not sure if somebody was farming it or if it actually generated this dense here, but it seems kind of a lot of cacti in this region. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and fill up one shulker box worth of sand, because we're definitely going to need a lot of sand to make this coral shop. So I'm going to go ahead and gather sand, and I'll be back. So guys, while I'm out here mining some sand, I want to talk about Hermitcraft Season 5. More specifically, the world download for Season 5, which is now available on Hermitcraft.com. So if you guys want to see any of the builds we made last season on the Mushroom Island, so we transformed the Mushroom Island, we built a Cub Hub, we had a whole bunch of farms. If you guys want to see any of those builds or any builds from any of the other Hermits, you can go and check that out in the world download now available. So I'll provide a direct download link in the description. The download size is fairly large. It's like 3 gigabytes for the whole world download. And actually the site crashed yesterday because we had so many people trying to download it all at once. But hopefully it'll be back up today so you guys can download the world and check out all those Season 5 builds for yourself. I'd recommend playing in 1.12.2 on that world with fire spread off, because those are the same conditions that we played under. So anyways, check out that world download for Hermitcraft Season 5 if you're interested. A lot of really cool builds from a lot of really cool people on there. So yeah, highly recommend you guys check that one out. Anyways, I'm going to keep on mining here, and I'll be back. So guys, we ended up with a total of about 2 shulker boxes worth of sand, plus a little bit extra, which I'm smelting some of that up into glass now. But we also need to go and gather some more blue coral. As you can see here, we only have some, like 3 stacks or more, almost 4 stacks of tube coral blocks. Probably going to need a little bit more than this, plus we want to have some for the shop left over, so we can stock the shop. So that is critical for us. So we went ahead and brewed up some potions of water breathing. And we're probably going to go ahead and let's just get out our elytra here. We're going to grab some fireworks. And we're going to head down to the coral reef. Alright, so we made it down to the coral reef. And now it's time to go ahead and go in here and try and get some of these tube coral blocks, these blue ones. So we obviously need to pop off the coral and also the fans before we actually break the block. Otherwise the fans, if I just show you here, if I break the block, the fans get deleted if you don't break the fans first. So we need to break the fans first and then go through and mine these blue coral blocks. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do here. Hopefully we get a lot of this blue coral and then can use it to build our shop. So I'll go ahead and get this started and I'll be back. Alright guys, so we're all done collecting our coral here in the coral reef. You can see we got a lot of coral here, and then we got a little bit of blue tube coral blocks right there. So that's pretty cool. If we go ahead and just break this now, there we go. And let's go ahead and put down some sea pickles so we can get some light in here. The thing you can do to take off from the coral reefs here, you see we have our elytra on. 181 durability left, so not that much, but that should be enough to hopefully take us back to base, which I think we gotta go north, which is this direction. This direction. So let's just get on down here. What we can do, we can place down a bubble column. Let's just place it down here. So 1 block of soul sand, and since we're in the ocean, all these blocks are source blocks. So should be able to activate our elytra after coming out on the top of this thing. So let's get in here and then activate it, and there we go. Just like that, you can just simply get in here and fly away. And we got to go to the north direction. So yeah, easy way to launch with the elytra from the middle of the ocean now with these soul sand blocks, which is why I made sure to take them with us. So anyways, back to the base now. I think we have enough blue coral blocks in these chests, or in this shulker box, I should say. So let's get back to the base here, and I think we will probably be ready to start to build the actual coral shop. So guys, we now have almost everything we need for this shop. So we have sand, we have the tube coral, which is the blue coral. I went ahead and put the other coral away in the coral chest over here. We have the conduit as well, right here. However, we need prismarine blocks to make the conduit active, to allow people to breathe underwater in the shop, which is going to be kind of critical, because I don't think many people have respiration on their helmet. And even if they do, it's pretty easy to run out of air, even with respiration, especially if you're down in the shop debating what you should get and how much you should get. So we want to have this conduit be active, which means we need prismarine blocks. So what we're going to do, there's an ocean monument just beyond our render distance here, like in this direction. We're going to go there, we're going to slay some of the Elder Guardians, and then we're also going to gather some prismarine blocks from that monument. So it's going to be a little bit challenging because, yeah, the Guardians are obviously a fairly difficult mob to go up against. I also need to get some water bottles here, because we're going to need some underwater breathing potions yet again. So let's grab some water bottles here, and let's brew some underwater breathing potions up. And I'll be back once we're ready to take on the monument. Alright guys, so we're ready to take on the ocean monument. We should see it coming into view right here. Yeah, I see it right in the distance there. And so the way that I typically like to do this, I typically just like to go straight in and get the top Elder Guardian first. Sometimes you can make it in before you get the mining effect, mining fatigue, so you can't break blocks. We'll see if that happens here. But you got to go in and try and slay all the Elder Guardians. Yeah, you can see one in the top right there, right off the bat. So just bust on in, slay this dude. So So yeah, speed is the key here. He's not targeting me. Now he is. And there's our mining fatigue that we wanted to avoid, but we're not able to. Got to break line of sight, of course, to take these dudes on. I should probably also drink my water breathing potion. That would be smart. There we go. Now we won't drown. So let's see if we can potentially not die to this guy. There we go. Okay, yeah, so he does 2 hearts of hits, 2 hearts of damage, rather, to us with this armor on, it looks like. And there we go. Got it. Sweet. Sweet. So we got wet sponge, prismarine crystals, prismarine shards, and this is what we need, prismarine. Alright guys, so the key in the ocean monument is to keep moving like I'm doing right now. So you want to break line of sight with the guardians whenever they fire their lasers at you. And so it can be kind of challenging if you have somebody back here like this. We're just going to have to tank this real quick. There we go. Take the hit, and then we can get a couple of hits in here. And he's going to hit us again here real quick. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and try not to die here. This guy should be about down, I think. Oh man, we're about dead though. So, gotta regen some health. Make sure we don't get hit. There we go. He's down. Sweet. 2 guardians down. Alright guys, we have 1 more Elder Guardian to go. He should be in this room right here. We gotta make sure and break this line of sight here. Let's go ahead and get on in here. Wow, there are a lot of guardians in this room. Let's hope... Okay, this is gonna be bad. This is very bad. I'm dead. Rip me. Yep. Yep. No, man. Well. Okay. Wow. Alright guys, so we've now recovered some of our diamond stuff. We got some diamond armor on, we got a diamond sword, we got a diamond pick, and let's go ahead and see if we can slay this final guardian here. There's still somehow an insane number of guardians in this area. Again, I don't know how it's possible that many guardians are in one area, but that's what it is, I guess. So let's make our way over to the Elder Guardian area, hopefully, and not die here. Just an unbelievable amount. Look at this. Look at all these guardians. Unreal. So that's what I'm having to deal with here, basically. Yeah. So here's the guardian. He's sort of trapped here, so we might be able to take him out. Oh, okay. We gotta run from that. Jeez. This is the problem though with the guardians. Like there's so many in this area. Jeez. Alright, so let's try and pop around the corner here. Smack him once or twice, and then just retreat. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Man, that's craziness. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Whew. Jeez, this is tough. This is hard. Okay, this is not good. Oh, man. Alright, he's close. Close again. There we go, he's down. Alright, no more mining fatigue. That's fantastic. Let's not die here, though. Oh my god, so many. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, relatively safe now. How we doing on water breathing and mining fatigue? Okay. We should be able to start to mine this stuff out here. Alright guys, so the mining fatigue is starting to wear off here. Just wanted to also show this. This main room is almost totally void of guardians, so there's only like 2 guardians in the corner. Yeah, 2 guardians in one corner in the main room. But the other room, the room of death, has like 50. So, thought that was kind of interesting. But there we go. Gold blocks right here. Gold looks kind of interesting, the gold blocks do in this texture pack, as does the dark prismarine. So that's pretty cool. So we got some of that. Let's now go up to the sponge room right in here. And we're going to mine out some sponge. So all the Elder Guardians are now down. And now we can just freely mine the sponge. And I should probably not use my pick for this. Probably just use my hand for this. But there we go. Yeah. So we're going to get some sponge. And we're going to get some prismarine here. So I'll gather some of these blocks. And I'll be back. Alright guys, so we ended up finding 2 sponge rooms in the Ocean Monument. So we ended up getting 64 wet sponge, which is not too bad. Plus, you know, some of the other things, prismarine bricks, etc. So that will help us in making the conduit. So let's just go ahead and eat something so we regen some health. And we'll make our way back to the base, gather up some stuff, and we're going to head over to the coral shop. Alright guys, so we made it over to the Hey Coral shop. And just to remind you guys, this shop is going to be an underwater shop, totally underwater shop, and also have tubes the players can fly through and jump down to get into the shop. So that is what we're going for right here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. I think the first thing we need to put down is actually the conduit block. So I think we're going to go ahead and put that in the floor right here. So let's just dig an area in the floor. Right down here. Okay guys, so right underneath of the shop is where we're going to put the conduit block. So this should affect the entire shop here. So they'll have water breathing everywhere inside the shop and on all the tubes. So we're going to go ahead and put down a max level conduit here. So I think, let's see, right here is going to be the middle. It's going to go over 3. Then we go up 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that, and then just connect this up. So there's one ring done. Then we'll do the next ring, just like that. Next ring here. And then we got to go around as well. Just like this. And then like that. Like that, and like that. There we go. Perfect. Put this down. We'll put a barrier here so the water doesn't flow all over everywhere. There we have it. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the bucket of water down. And the conduit down right there. Perfect. We also need to get up now before we actually activate this conduit, and we need to get some more water. Alright, so of course we have to fill the conduit tank here with water, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that here, and I think we can make an infinite source here, maybe. Pulling from here, placing it down, placing some on that side. There we go. Okay, so we got an infinite source here. Let's make one on this level as well. Pull from there, and then that should make it an infinite source, and then do the same thing on the top level here, just like that, and then get rid of this. There we go. Sweet. Alright, so there's our conduit. Fully maxed out conduit. You can tell by the texture there. And now we have to figure out a way to get out of here real quick. So let's just put down a block here. And then break it. There we go. So we can fill this in. Won't need to see this anymore. So guys, our conduit is right below this patch of sand right here. If I were to step into the water here, you'll see. There we go. Got the conduit power, which allows us to see better, mine better, and breathe underwater. So that's awesome. The conduit power effect also will probably extend beyond the wall. Well, I know it extends beyond the walls of this shop here. So it's possible other people, if they have underwater shops nearby or are in like a lake or river nearby, will also get conduit power. So that's great. I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in. I think I'm going to go ahead and replace all the stone here, at least on the bottom, with sand. So all this will be sand down here on this level. Probably the next level as well. And then once we get to here, we'll have to either decide to go with sandstone or just keep it with the stone we've already placed down. So yeah, we might do a combination of both too. Because we could also, I really like the idea of using like cobblestone walls and cobblestone stairs. But we also have sandstone stairs and slabs we could use instead. So we'll see what I decide there. But anyways, time to start digging and time to start replacing some of this stone with some sand. Okay guys, a little bit of progress has been made here. We got the first 3 layers of sand down. And if we hop on into the water here, you can see the conduit power kicks on. And of course we don't lose any breath, and also can see way better underwater than we could at any time before. So that is a huge benefit of the conduit. Much brighter underwater. You guys can probably actually see now. Compared to the Ocean Monument, which was pretty dark, despite having lights in it. So yeah, conduit helps a lot. And we also got the waterlogged chests over here. I think I am going to go ahead and replace all the stone with sandstone and sand. So we need to go and repair our pick because, yeah, it's getting pretty low on durability. But yeah, we're going to go with all sand and sandstone here. So we need some sandstone blocks, stairs, and slabs. And then we can start to decorate this once we have this all filled up and all the tubes filled out. So let's go ahead and go repair our pick real quick. And then I'll be back and we'll put down some more sand and sandstone. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we've now finished the sandstone cave area. So this is what it's looking like here. You can see we've added a lot of sandstone slabs and stairs on the roof here to sort of make it look like it's eroded. We also added some to the floor to break up the sand a little bit and everything. So I think it's looking pretty decent now. You can see what it's looking like when we look around the side here. So yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. And this is before we've added the plants. We're going to add like kelp and we're going to add seagrass and stuff in here. Just by doing something like this and getting out some bone meal and bang, right there. There we go. Seagrass. Boom right there. Add some over here. Add some up here. Some over here. Some in the corner. Some on this side. Some back there. Some back here. There we go. Just like this. So yeah, it's going to be all over the place. There we go. Beautiful. And we can add, we'll probably add a little bit more than this as well. We can make some of these like 2 blocks high in places. So yeah, it should be pretty good. Should look pretty cool. Cool. So there we go. There's a little bit of greenery in there. And we also want to add things like kelp. I'll probably add some wet sponge as well in certain areas. So like adding like a wet sponge, let's say like probably in here, I think could look kind of cool. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. So we'll add a few wet sponges around here and some corals. We also got the tubes done. So the tubes are now complete. All of them are now filled up with some water. We can go ahead and swim up the highest one here. And yeah, you can see all filled up with water all the way to the top, which is fantastic. And now, I think what we need to do next, before we do any more decoration down there, and you can't even see the shop looking through here, that's awesome. So, yeah, what we need to do next, we need to go ahead and place down the blue coral all along the outside here. So I have my shulker box full of blue coral right here. So we might as well go ahead and get this out. And let's just go ahead and grab ourselves some blue coral. There we go. Grab this back, and we want to put away some of the sand and other items that we got. So let's just put away some of this stuff here for now. There we go. Perfect. And we'll go ahead and put the blue coral in the offhand. And what we got to do, just got to go down like this and put down the coral. So we obviously don't want any water to spill out if possible, but if some spills out, that's fine. Not a big deal. So yeah, now we just have to replace all the dirt you see here with blue coral and also some of the stone further down in here. So I'm going to go ahead and hop on in here and start to do this, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so we're now starting to make some visible progress on the coral shop. You can see we got some blue coral blocks placed down here. And yeah, none of the coral is dying or anything because there's water on the inside, which is pretty cool. We do still have, however, 2.5 more tubes still to fill out. These tubes back here, I still have not done anything with regards to those. So yeah, we need to get that done. We also need to determine if we want to put sandstone and sand up here on these next 2 levels right here, or if we want to bring the blue coral all the way down. So we're going to need a little bit more blue coral in order to finish this thing off, finish the coral portion off, and also we have to finish the inside of this, like this part in here. I want to be mostly coral, and we'll probably build it up a little bit so that it sort of builds up to about here or so, I would say. So yeah, we want it to have a little bit of blue flavor in there in case somebody flies over. Don't want to have like grass in there, for instance. Anyways, that means we need to go and get a Silk Touch pick because we lost ours in the Ocean Monument earlier this episode. We need to go and get a Silk Touch pick, and then we need to go and mine some more blue coral out at the coral reef. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're out here at Impulse SV's Skeleton Farm. As you can see, if I put down a torch, yeah, there's a skeleton spawner in here. The skeletons all get pushed off into a water stream, push down another water stream that goes into the wall here, and then lift it up and drop down via like a soul sand elevator type thing. And then we just stand here and just slay like so. So this is a pretty useful mechanism here. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of this to get some XP. See, we already got 2 levels there. I'm going to get rid of this torch here. And he also just happens to have a enchanting table sitting here as well. So yeah, this is going to be very useful for us. So we can get some levels from this. And then, yeah, we can basically, hopefully enchant a diamond pick with some Silk Touch on it. So, anyways, I'm going to wait here, gather some levels, and we'll see what we get. Alright, guys, so we're going to go ahead and enchant another pick here. Looks like we have Silk Touch on the 3rd level here, so let's go ahead and do that one. Efficiency 4 Silk Touch, very good. And we also have an Unbreaking pickaxe, so let's combine these right here. Silk Touch, Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3. There we go. That's what we need to go and mine some coral out. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do just that. I want to double check and see what the book's enchantments would be. Protection 1, that's not that great. So, yeah, we're fine. So at this point, I went out to the coral reef hunting for some blue coral and started to mine as much as I could of it. However, that was not the most exciting thing to happen out there. Instead, this happened. Well, guys, look what we got here. Got ourselves a drown with a trident. Hopefully, we can get close enough to slay this dude. Potentially. And he dropped the trident. Yeah, baby. Alright. Yes. Sweet. Alright, guys. So we got a trident. That's our first trident, by the way. 140 durability. 250 durability overall. And yeah, that's awesome. So, that's fantastic. So it's awesome we got the trident. I went ahead and secured it in the ender chest now. So there she blows right there. Very nice. And I'm going to go ahead and just pick this back up here real quick. Hopefully. Maybe. There we go. Perfect. Let me just grab that. Very good. And I'm going to continue to mine some of these blue coral blocks. Just need probably a little bit more. Because we want to have some to sell as well in the shop. Like, it doesn't make sense if we have the whole shop made out of blue coral and we don't have any blue coral to sell. That wouldn't make any sense at all. So, we're going to get a little bit more of this blue coral, and yeah, I'll be back and meet you guys at the shop. Okay, guys, so we went ahead and put down the rest of the tube coral blocks. So, we have the tubes now totally done, and we filled in the gap here where we were missing on some of the tubes. So, we added another layer of sandstone, just so you don't see the tube coral as often when you're down here. You can still see a little bit, obviously, but yeah, not as much as you otherwise would. And we're going to go ahead and put down some kelp here now. You see I have some kelp blocks here that should be growing up a little bit. Unfortunately, bone meal is supposed to work on kelp. Whoops, added a little bit too much to the ground. It's supposed to work on kelp, but it just doesn't. So yeah, we'll have to sort of deal with that, get around that. I'm going to add a few more 2 tall seagrass here, just to add a little bit of atmosphere to the area. Alright, guys, so we're now going to go ahead and put down some of the coral blocks. It's going to be kind of difficult because there's a lot of plant life already down here, actually. So I might need to actually reduce, like, the amount of seagrass, for instance, we have here, as there's already quite a lot. And the kelp's starting to grow up, which is looking good, so that's good. And yeah, we're going to, I think, reduce actually the seagrass quite significantly. Just so we don't have seagrass absolutely everywhere. I think that would be a good thing to do. Right, so something like this would probably be good. There we go. That's looking a little bit better. And then we're going to add some coral blocks in here that players are going to have to sort of dive under and around. So if we put, like, for instance, some coral up here, coming from the ceiling, let's say, like this, and had it come down like that, and then maybe out like this would probably be enough. Then we can add some coral fans to that, of various types, just like so. Perfect. And let's do a blue one too. Let's say, can I put it on the underside? No, I can't put it on the other side. So let's do this side. There we go. So something like that. Some basic coral blocks like that around the area I think will look really nice. So we're going to try and add one of every color, I think, would probably be more than enough. There's already a lot of stuff going on down here. So, yeah, I think something like this will work quite well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we now have the coral shop complete. And here's what it's looking like from the outside. Here is what we tried to go for in terms of the texture. So we went with the blue tube coral right here. So I think it looks pretty similar, actually. Similar levels and similar design with the sort of tubes almost in like a semicircle pattern. So yeah, I think the outside of it looks pretty realistic. And let's go ahead and go on in, take a look what we got in here. So if we float on down here, and you can see we got the conduit power, there we go. We got some kelp, we got some coral blocks, we got some coral fans, we got some regular coral as well. So yeah, lots of different colors. We also have a few wet sponge and a few of the sea pickles in here as well. So I think it looks pretty cool. Sounds really awesome in here with all the bubbles going everywhere, and the bubbles, of course, take you out really, really quick. So yeah, let me show you what we're selling. Right now, we are selling coral blocks at 1 diamond per 32. So yeah, 1 diamond for 32 coral blocks. I think it's pretty fair because you need silk touch. You need, what else do you need? You need to go out to the biome, which on this map is extremely far away, like 2,000 blocks away, so you have to travel all the way out there. And then, yeah, you have to spend time underwater, be careful not to drown, deal with the drown. I think it's a pretty fair price. So 1 diamond per 32 blocks is what we're going for right now. Then over here, we're selling our coral fans, same price, 1 diamond per 32 coral fans for all the different colors. So I think that's also a pretty fair price. And then finally, we're also selling these, the coral themselves. And these are 1 diamond per 3 because these are significantly rarer than the other blocks. So yeah, 1 per 3 for these coral, all the different types of regular coral. So those are our prices for the shop, and I think the shop is now open pretty much. Yeah, shop is pretty much open. So one other feature I wanted to mention is obviously the bubble columns, but if we take one of these bubble columns up to the top, just like this, you can see right now I don't have an elytra on, so I don't really have a good way to get down. But luckily, I thought of that as well, and if you take one of these bubble columns to the top and any of these tubes that are a little bit higher up, you can just simply jump off into this water stream here, and this water stream will just naturally take you right back to the entrance, and then you can just simply jump out. So I thought that was pretty cool. We also put underneath the water stream some blue coral blocks, just so the color works well and it blends in with the rest of the build. But that's just a nice little feature I thought we would add, just so that, you know, if you don't have an elytra, or if you want to jump down and go to another shop or somewhere else, you can just simply come up any tube and then always have a way down. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, every tube is an easy way down where you won't take any damage at all. So anyways, guys, I think that's going to have to be it for me today. Do let me know what you guys think about this coral shop here and about the prices we are charging people for the coral blocks, fans, and regular coral. But anyways, guys, I think that's going to have to be it for me today. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see you guys next time.